Hey, what's up people? My name is BloodBurn. Today I'm going to show you how to make a simple 2D platformer in Godot. Now, we started off in the first episode, or the first part, with a simple playable character. And then we scaled it up in the next episode, which I did as a matter of fact. And next thing is we started with the coins, as you see. And then we made our own game manager. So the manager collects how much coins we've collected. Now what are we going to do next is create our own HUD, which is very, very simple, as a matter of fact. Right click on level test, and then add a child node. And then what are we going to do next is add control. Next thing we're going to do is add a text, which is of course label, and not rich text label, but label. We're going to go ahead and type in coin test, and we're going to go ahead and copy and paste. Call this other label lives test. And as you can see, we got our own little HUD over there. And make sure to go ahead and position the control HUD just in case the player could see clearly. Now, what are we going to do next is go to control and then attach a script to it. Call it HUD. Now make sure to go ahead and control save. And then add on ready variable coin HUD equals box container / label. Or we could go ahead and call this coin label. So all you're going to do is basically type in coin HUD.text, coins plus str, which is basically string, in parentheses game manager.coin. And yep, that's it for the coins HUD. Now, what are we going to do next is add another variable. Oh no. Now, what are we going to do next is add another variable in the game manager. Call it on ready variable life equals 3. And what are we going to do for now is add a child node for the level test and add an area 3D. And then what are we going to do is add a child node collision. And then we're going to go to shape. And then what are we going to do next is create a rectangle shape 2D. Now, the way that this collision is presented, the way that this collision is presented is supposed to be more of a hazard. So let's go ahead and call this hazard. Control S. And then drag this to the bottom. And then basically go ahead and increase a bit of the collision shape 2D. Then right-click on the hazard, attach a script to it, call it hazard, with a small h. And then go ahead and create a onReady variable. No. And then go ahead and go to node. Once you click on area 2D, now you can go ahead and, what's it called? Now you can go ahead and connect this to the hazard script. So what are we basically telling the script is that if the hazard is touched, a life will be lost. So now let's type in game manager dot life equals minus 1. Then type in print game manager dot life. And boom, we kind of got this life. Oh, let's go ahead and make an inverse out of that just in case. Okay. So it turns out that it's supposed to be minus equals 1 and not equals minus 1, which I was mistaken, so I apologize. But yeah, we kind of set up our life thing for the script. Now, what are we going to do next is call the script to load the scene again. So let's go to get tree dot change scene to file. I think it's supposed to be self if I'm correct. Oh no. Okay, my mistake. So what are we going to do is type in export variable scene equals the scene that we have on screen. Now let's go to Control S. Oh, let's go ahead and type in if body dot is in group player, what we need to do is print the game manager life, and also we are Xing out one of the lives that the player has. And then we're going to basically load the scene again. So we're going to go ahead and test that out. And yep, seems like it really works. Now let's get to the HUD. And type in at on ready variable life HUD equals box container life label. Type in life HUD dot text equals lives plus string in parentheses game manager dot life. And boom, we basically set up our life HUD for our own game. However, we basically forgot something, and it's a game over screen. We're going to go to scene, and then new scene. Go to 2D. 2D scene. Rename the node 2D to game over. Add a child node, and then go to control. And then once we do that, go to anchor preset. And then this. Now go to child node. And type in rich text label. And then type in game over. Resize our rich text label to basically where it fits. And then we're going to go ahead and drag the game over text to the screen. And what are we going to do next is go to Control S, type in game over as it is, and then basically save that. And then we're going to go ahead and go to dev test, go to control, go to game manager. Now, interestingly enough, I basically forgot to cut that out. Let's type in pass for now. Type in a function in game manager. Function, which is function lose life. Colon. Man, English is fucking tricky. I'm not gonna lie. I don't get if that's a colon or a semicolon. Fucking hell. I'm so stupid. But either way, we're gonna go ahead and type in a function called lose life with the underscores, of course. But hey, I don't really seem to care. And then paste that out. And then delete the indent in line 20. Oh, and yeah, by the way, actually, I forgot to cut this out. Okay, so the rest of the information is actually kind of incorrect. So let me go ahead and try to summarize this as fast as possible. So what are we going to do is type in if body isn't group player, game manager.lose life, and then get tree.change scene to file scene. Now make sure to go ahead and make a string variable called scene and type in resource / devtest.tscn or the scene that the player is in. If game manager.life is under 0, game manager would show the game over screen. So we're basically telling the game manager, if life is under 0, show the game over screen. And if the body, or the player touches the hazard, basically just lose a life. And yeah, for the game manager, we're gonna go ahead and type in lose life minus equals 1, print life, so it could basically show that in the output, and type in another function called game over with the underscores. That is if you have that in the function. Get tree, change scene to file, resource game over .tscn. And yeah, that's basically about it. Hopefully. So yeah, as you could see, it seems to actually work. Only thing we forgot to do is actually reset the coins. But we're going to go ahead and do the rest of the game manager later on, if we can. And, yeah. I just checked this problem recently, and I didn't even realize it. So yeah, if you guys really like this video, if you guys learned something from it, please go ahead and make sure to go subscribe. Make sure to like this video if it in fact helped you out. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you when I'm available. Bye.